Yes, peeps, I'm back with another one. Why every man becomes lonely just before he levels up. Look, there's a stage in a man's life where he feels alone, disconnected, and out of place. His old life doesn't fit anymore, but his new life hasn't been built yet. Every man who levels up goes through this phase. Here's why. Why the lonely stage actually happens. It's the stage where every man wanting a lot more than the normal person has to face. Because the extraordinary are not understood by the ordinary. Majority of people around you are probably not good for your goals. Now, does that mean that these people are bad people? No. Does that mean that you still can love these people? Yeah, of course. But does that mean you can be around these people 24/7? No. So basically, guys, you can't possibly level up when you're still around old places, old habits, and old friends. So what ends up happening is you end up all alone. You end up just being by yourself. But this is beautiful. This is not always a bad thing because this is where you need to be. Why it feels uncomfortable. Now, of course, you're gonna have times, and probably most of the time, where it just feels shit. You feel alone, um, no human connection. But guess what? That's how it's supposed to feel. It's a very uncomfortable stage. Like I'm going through this stage personally. Like I love all my family and friends, but I feel like I'm very misunderstood. I'm in a very lonely place. Like I do my goals. I've got my goals. I've got things I want to do. Things I want to achieve. And I just feel like no one really wants to achieve it like that. Or like some people would say they would want to, but they don't really like from the actions. They don't really want it like that, or they don't really want it like. And of course, it's fine. Like if you don't want much for your life, it's fine. But for people like us guys, we cannot be around certain energy. We cannot be around certain things that are going to be detrimental to our goals. But of course, why does it feel uncomfortable? Because human connection is something we naturally yearn for. Like it's just a natural thing, right? We want to be around our friends and family. We want to be running at a higher vibration. But sometimes when you want the finer things in life, some things won't support your goals and where you want to be, guys. Unfortunately, this is just the way it is. So you ain't got a choice, homie. But as the saying goes, guys, there's always beauty to be found in hardship. Alright, guys, this leads me on to point number three. Why it's necessary. Alright, the only way to level up is this way. No distractions. It creates resilience. Alright, it makes you a tough person. Not wasting valuable time on just hanging around or like wasting time on what you was doing growing up. Surely, if whatever you was doing before, if that was working, you would be successful right now. You would be where you want to be, but that's not the case. Hence why you're alone now. So, of course, the old habits and stuff cannot be good for you. Not wasting valuable time, guys. Like I said, your time is precious and used valuably as well. So, like now that you've got all this time alone, majority of it's going to be self improvement. You don't have anyone around you to look at anyone else. So where are you going to start looking within? It's all going to be an inside battle, which is a good thing, guys. Of course, sometimes it can get a bit much. Like I feel like we do beat ourselves up a bit too much sometimes. The more you look in, the more you can fix what's inside, and the more you can actually move forward and move the needle as well. And usually, guys, great growth happens by yourself. Whenever you see someone have a big level up, he goes into solitude. It's like he goes missing, right? Like if you see someone jacked out of nowhere and they say he's always been skinny or he's been skinny fat or he's been fat, and you just see him out of nowhere, like after like a year or so, you're like, whoa, yo, bro, you're looking well, or like it's always done in solitude. The grind is done in silence, guys. Stunning is easy, the grind is hard. Like honestly, the grind is done behind closed doors because no one else suffers. No one else wants to suffer with you. You suffer alone. Unfortunately, this is how it is. You suffer alone, but you celebrate with other people. You celebrate together, as the saying goes, right? So remember, real growth happens in solitude, and that is when the actual level up. And this is why it's necessary and why you need it. All right, now I'm going to refer to how to use it to level up. Of course, I did touch on it a bit on the last topic as well. I got a bit carried away. But this stage for a man is the most painful, right? This is the most painful stage. The man is lonely, he's misunderstood, he's got no relationship, he's not happy with the situation he's in. Of course, this is why he's at the stage, he wants to better his life. But one thing you do have from all of this is gasoline, fuel, and loads of it as well, not just a little bit, which means more energy inside yourself. You're not pouring out energy outside into other people or into bad circles or into bad environments, or into your bad habits. All of your energy is going on to good things now and going on yourself. So that fuel is really, really good. So like you've got so much energy compared to before, and it's getting used productively as well. So you will start to move the needle a lot faster. So guys, this is it, man. This is it. So hopefully, of course, we don't ever want to become this lonely again, but we have to go through this stage, right? We have to go through this stage because unfortunately we've outgrew our old circle, but we're not good enough to be in a new circle yet, right? The people that we actually want to hang around with, we're not there yet. Yeah, we're not at that stage yet. So this is the lonely stage where the groundwork is done, the foundation is built, and this is like the core. This is probably going to be the most lonely time and the most like time where you build on yourself in your life, right? Like this is the pinnacle, the make or break, right? But I know you got it. If you're watching this, if you've clicked on this video, I know you're on the right path. Honestly, I mean it. When you're lonely, don't think you're doing things wrong, because I think that's what I thought when I got into my lonely path. Like not lonely, but I'm like a popular loner. Like I know a lot of people, but I was just by myself most of the time, or with family, like my little nephew or something. I'm just with my family, but majority of all the goals and missions that I'm doing is by myself. And at one point, I was thinking, what am I doing this life thing wrong? All right. Until started seeing some things online and I started seeing some big entrepreneurs talk about this stage, I'm like, no, this stage is not a thing. This was like last year for me, right? I'm like, wow, I'm in this stage right now. Like, I'm still in this stage as well, guys. Like, I wouldn't say I'm at the place where I want to be, but of course, guys, we have to go through this stage. So, like, don't stress about it. Don't panic about it. It's just part of the process. But what happens is a lot of people in this stage end up going back to bad relationships, back to toxic vibes, back to things that are not good for them. You know, like their vices, back to bad habits. This is where a lot of guys fuck up. Right? We have to stay strong in what we believe in. We have to stay strong to the core. I know it gets tough. I know it's lonely. None of us want to be in this situation, but this is the make or break. This is what's going to change our life. This is where we are really built. This is where we build the physique. We focus on our health. We actually go for our goals on our business and build that connection with God as well, of course, last but not least. Right? This is where we really get our shit together and become that guy. Become him. We actually become him in this stage, right? But guys, this is me talking about the lonely stage. If you guys can resonate, or if you've learned anything, if I'll give you any practical tips in the video, you know what to do, man. Help me out. I've just started up. Leave your boy a like, share, and sub. And I promise you, I'm just getting started. I'm going to bring in loads of more game on this channel. I promise you. Guys, take care.